Well, welcome back to Final Fantasy X. We're currently in the Thunder Plains because I spent between this episode and last episode dodging 200 lightning bolts and getting the prize that you probably didn't know if you never dodged any lightning bolts that you can get here. So there's two mini games-ish. One is for getting hit by lightning bolts and one is for dodging lightning bolts. And then once you've done so many, you can go to this chest here and you can get rewards for them. So the first ones are going to be for being hit by lightning bolts, and we get an ether there as you saw, and we also get an elixir. Now the other mini game is far more important, and it's the dodging lightning bolts. Starting with 5 here, we get 2 X potions. For 10 we get 2 mega potions. For 20 we get 2 MP spheres. For 50, we get 3 strength spheres. For 100, which is half of what we need, you get 3 HP spheres. At 150, we get 4 mega elixirs. And finally, at 200, which is the maximum that you can do, you get the Venus Sigil, which is for Lulu's celestial weapon, which we don't even have yet. I'm going to throw some footage up on screen now, and that's going to be kind of the end part of me dodging the 200 lightning bolts. It did take me about 20 minutes to do the one run, and I'd done other runs previously in which I had failed. This isn't too hard on Steam once you know how to do it. There's like a flash and you just press A. You have about a split second in order to actually react. The hardest thing is after about 20 minutes your eyes start to get kind of watery because you're actively trying to keep an eye on things. But it ultimately isn't too bad. If you're playing on, I think, PS3, which seems really strange, but there is actually a delay lag when you input your dodge button, so it makes it much more difficult, whereas in Steam it's a lot easier to actually dodge that particular the strikes. There's great guides online about where to stand in order to get like a pretty regular hit, and I stood in one particular location. It's kind of black on the ground because that area is hit quite often, and on a rate for almost like every 3 seconds one of the strikes had happened. So it was really easy to actually dodge using that area, and it just took a lot of time and patience. And like I said, it took me a few tries to actually get it, but we did, and now we've got the Venus Sigil and an achievement to go with it. So from that, let's go ahead. I want to do 2 things before we go off. So first things here, I want to talk to Sid because there is 2 passwords that I want to actually input. One which we've already found, and that one was victorious. If you don't recall, or don't really care honestly, there's 3 like notes. Let's see, did I spell this right? Victorious. Okay. There's 3 notes, one in Kilika, one in the Sade, and one somewhere else, which basically tells you to combine the 2, and that gives you the password victorious. Now there's 2 other passwords, one which I am not going to be doing, but you can figure it out pretty quick, and one in which we don't have access to. I don't really care about it, but yeah. So the first item we got here was victorious. It's for Riku here. It gives her lightning, fire, and ice proof abilities. Kind of nice. Nothing of too interest here, but it's something to keep in mind. The next one is God Hand. So there is a note somewhere on the high road, I think, close to Luca, that basically says you need to go to the Calmlands, and you go to the Calmlands, and then there's another note that kind of points you into like different locations. And if you follow it, you get the code for Riku's celestial weapon. I'm not going to do that. I could show it off, I guess, if you guys are really interested. But I'm going to be honest with you, I absolutely positively hate the search quests for this. I think there was one in Final Fantasy VIII as well, in which you had to like follow a bunch of rocks. Yeah, let's not do that. I'm not interested in that.
Yeehaw! Here we go.
This one takes you to Mushroom Rock. You may remember this when you were up top and looking down, like, how do I get down there? Well, this is how you get down there. And if you follow this little path here, you get, well, the God Hand, because that's what the password kind of gave it away. I like how Tidus is looking in the box like, huh, interesting. Love your idle animation. Alright, so she gets the God Hand. That's that weapon that's on her wrist. There's really nothing to say about the Celestial weapons when they are at rank 1. I guess rank 0 when you first get them, in which you get no AP for using them. And rank 1 where you still get no AP, but it has like, what does it have? Because we did Kamari's to get to the first rank. Double Overdrive, which is kind of nice.
The final showdown.
But let's go ahead and upgrade the ones that we have. Now, there is one more code, and there's the search that we need to do. I'm not going to do that right now, but I'm going to go very quickly and upgrade our weapons. So I'm going to meet you at the flower in Macalania Woods, where that upgrade occurs.
Here we go!
Alright, wasn't a long walk, but it was a walk nonetheless. We're gonna come up here, we're gonna upgrade a couple people's celestial weapons. And so Tidus, Yuna, neither of these guys have their max level yet, so I'm gonna just start with Auron here. And I'm gonna get to max. The first level isn't good enough for me to like just upgrade stuff, even though I think I did Yuna's and Kamari's, but I'm gonna upgrade Auron's here. The weapon's power has grown. And then we're going to do Auron again in order to complete his ritual. This uses the Mars Sigil. And the weapon obtains its maximum power. Now I'm going to do the exact same thing with Kamari. So we've already done Kamari's, the first level of Kamari, so this will be the second level in which it's maxed out. And the final person I'm going to do here is Riku. Now we could potentially do Lulu's, but we don't have her celestial weapon yet. And we could go get it, but I'm not gonna do that quite yet. There's actually a good reason why I'm not gonna do it, and mostly it has to do with the game using my face as a mop. And I'm not really willing to do that today. I don't know why she gets a different, like, standing thing. The weapon attains its maximum power. Beautiful. So now we have 3 people with their maximum, their celestial weapons maxed out. So we're not going to present anything else. So let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. So Kamari's is the Spirit Lance. So he gets, as it's maxed out, the break damage limit, which is exactly what it sounds like. The damage limit has been broken. Triple overdrive, which means his overdrive feels 3 times as quick. Double AP and invading counter. Pretty nice. Let's see here. We've got Riku here, who gets the God Hand. Same thing, except for she has Gillionaire, which doubles the amount of gil you get at the end of battle. And Auron here, where's the Masamune? There it is. Counterattack and first strike rather than double AP, which allows him to go first. Beautiful. Love that. Great. So let's go ahead and get out of here at this point. I want to do some quick leveling up, and then we are going to move on with the story. But first things first, I need to level up here. So let's go ahead and let's do that. Now, we talked a little bit about Tidus. He's hit the end of his sphere grid and is going into Yuna's, but I don't want to have him go into Yuna's. I want him to go to Wakka's, actually. So Wakka's is down here. So let's go ahead. We're going to use You can either use a friend or teleport sphere. I'm going to use a teleport sphere in this case. And let's see here. Waka starts... Is this finished? Waka's up here, so I want to go all the way back through Waka's. I think it starts here. And we're going to go ahead and do Tidus through his. Now it's completely up to you. And by the way, this one leads into Kamari's, so it could also be useful. It's completely up to you how you want to take your party members through the sphere grid. In this case, I'm going through Waka's kind of by suggestion of the internet, really, just how to max out some of the stuff. Waka's path has got some pretty good boosts for MP, so it's gonna be nice, it'll be useful. Okay, let's go ahead and get Silence Attack, also really good at this point because there's gonna be a few battles in which having silence is a little bit useful, but not Silence Attack, Silence Buster. Alright, so the next person that we haven't quite upgraded is Riku, and for her, I'm gonna do the same thing where I use a teleport sphere, and I'm going to take her to the start of Kamari's path, which is Lancet. You don't have to start quite at Lancet, that's where I'm going to, because I can get... Well, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to get a power sphere here. I'm going to skip on getting her Lancet because it doesn't really make sense for her. But at least for everything else, I'm going to grab some power boosts. Down here, we've got Scan. Well, I mean, if you're really curious, this is why we have Sensor. And there we go. Okay, let's head back into the airship, and I'm gonna save after all of that. There are some things we haven't taken care of yet, but we will get there. Okay, so planning real quick here. We're gonna be going into battle. Let's go ahead. I don't really need death proof anymore. I think poison proof might be useful, but more important is going to probably, if we have it, yeah, darkness is gonna be a huge issue in this upcoming fight. Everything else is probably gonna be fine, but being blinded is not great, let me tell you. Let's go ahead and just do that. There's gonna be some other stuff, possibly silence, poison, probably gonna be something to keep in mind. But really not anything that I care too much about. I'm gonna go ahead and keep silence proof on for Lulu. And let's make sure that our equipment, for example, we do not need the taming sword right now. I'm not gonna bring the Brotherhood on this one because of the water strike. That's not gonna be useful at all. I don't think we have a really good sword for him right now, so it's something we probably need to address at some point in time. Make sure we've got everybody else equipped, and let's go.
Final show.
So at this point, we are going to head into Sin.
Yeehaw! Here we go.
This is going to be a longer episode now that we've done all that prep, so just a heads up on that.
It, huh?
Yu Yevon's hiding somewhere inside Sin, and we're gonna find him.
Well, that sounds pretty simple.
Hey, simple is the way you like it, right?
You got that right.
Thanks, Sid.
Pops, I'm counting on ya.
Right. Got you covered. Yeah.
Don't forget, we have to do the hymn first.
How's that?
Right on.
Is it like multiple of the same song playing? Or just a weird overlay there for a second?
A singing ship in the sky.
I hope everyone got the message. Shreen!
Just right on time. I guess we're hunting it, technically. Its eyeballs are creeping me out.
All right, we're going in.
How we gonna get inside?
The easy way, how else?
Figures.
Well, let's go.
Hey, how you plan on getting inside?
If we can't get through the mouth, we'll rip open a new one. You with me?
He's not cool with his niece being a
Now that's what I
summoner,
call a
but
plan.
it's fine with us going through Sin's mouth.
Of course.
Of course.
All right. We'll give that thing a new blowhole. All you gotta do is jump.
Roger.
He
I
does
won't
kind of look
tell
like
you
a
to be
whale, I
careful.
guess.
Do your worst, kiddo.
Roger.
Fet.
Riku, you guard.
Will do.
Oh, he's asking us to guard Riku. Because Riku is his sister. Alright, so at this point in time, if you want to buy anything from Rin,
Need last-minute supplies before the showdown?
you can, in fact, do that. There's I mean, I would actually suggest maybe having some eye drops on hand here. I'm gonna buy some anyway. Maybe some echo screens, sure. I don't really think we need much of anything else, so don't worry
You're
about it.
selling stuff now?
But of course. Once Sin is gone, we'll need to be rebuilding home, you see.
Man, your dedication is really astounding.
Okay, moving on here. In order to get to Sin, and we will be able to save once we get there, so don't worry. Just follow everything. Yeah, we could stop to talk to people, but I don't really care all that much. I'm gonna talk to these two before I save. Let's do that. Make sure to check your equipment before going out on deck. We're missing one, by the way. I think it's in Baj Temple, one of the Albed primers. You will fight Sin close. No, beware its toxin. That is gonna be the least of our problems. Let's save. Okay, and then in order to fight Sin, we just have to come out here.
I can hear the song.
Yes, I can hear the hymn too.
They listen to us.
We won't let them down.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yuna. You don't need this anymore, right?
Oh!
She's like, how the hell did you get that?
Huh.
Bye. Somebody else is gonna pick that up and be like, what the hell is this?
Hey, guys, that's not good, yeah?
Was that a triple take there? Oh, he's gonna attack us? That doesn't look good. I don't think we've ever seen an attack quite like this before. Does he have hair on like his arms? It's kind of weird. I get to see his tail for once too. Oh my god, is he doing meteor? How do we always end up in space in these games? So you pulling water from the moon? What is happening? Couldn't have been that bad, right?
Huh? Hmm? Oh. Oh.
So bad it carved the earth into a perfect circle. Or perfect U shape. Well, that doesn't look good.
Damn you, old man.
Hey, I saw something shine at the base of Shin's arm. I reckon it's a weak spot.
Because we all know weak spots are shiny.
Flip, flip!
Sin's pulling us in!
Yeah, I read that.
Everyone, back inside!
Okay, so starting, this is what's gonna make this battle we're actually pretty far away, by the way. So let's go ahead and fight with... Demi here is not gonna work because it's immune to gravity. I'm going to go ahead and have us move in.
Just a minute!
And I'm going to have our 2 long-range attackers attack. Now, Sin's not going to do anything unless you have attacked at a distance. I think you have 7 or more attacks before it actually does anything. That's not Blizzard. Let's do Thundaga, sure. So we've only attacked 3 times, so he's unlikely to attack at the moment, which is actually really good. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use Kamari here. He may not be as strong magically, but he will do a lot of damage to help.
We're going in!
And like previous battles with Sid on the ship, we will move in and out. Nothing new here. Now, what I want to do, now that I've moved a little closer, is I want to actually scooch over to Oron here, and I want to use Armor Break on this thing. Now he's gonna use a physical attack here, which is gonna hurt. Ooh, Lulu, no. And then he's not really gonna do much after he does that. I'm going to actually have her just continue to attack for a moment. I'm going to bring out Yuna here in order to heal Lulu. You're gonna want to stay healed up as much as you can in this battle. Nice, and Yuna's, ooh, this is gonna hurt. It's okay. Let's go ahead. I'm going to use now Bed Potion here rather than heal, because that will heal the full party. Stay on top of this. Okay, so Core is gathering energy. Please tell me that we can move away before he uses that. Let's look at the... Yes. Okay, good. I'm going to move over to Riku here, and I'm going to use a pull back command when he starts doing that core gathering. Now I'm going to switch over to... Sure, Tidus works out great here. Let's go ahead and attack. Nice amount of damage. Let's go and attack. Nice amount of damage.
Hold on!
Sid's going to pull us back. It's Riku's turn, but I'm going to switch over to Waka to do some long-range damage. Now he's going to use that gravity attack there. If you were up close to him, like we were doing like attacks with Oron and stuff, then this will hit. It takes out 75% of your...
Closer! Go closer!
Hit points.
Just a minute.
Your current hit points. I don't want to get hit with that if I can avoid it. Another thing that I haven't really talked about, and one of the reasons why I'm not using haste, is because if you have multiple things, so like we have armor break on Sin, if we get haste on there as well, it's a very big chance that he will use negation, which will remove all of that. And I would prefer just to keep the armor break on there. Mental break might also work great if you're focusing on magic. This is gonna hurt.
We're going in!
Now I am a little underleveled for this fight, just slightly, So that's a good warning for where we're at. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to Yuna to start off with. I'm gonna go ahead and use an outbed potion. Just to bring us up a little bit. I'm gonna switch over to Tidus to do some physical, or to, that's not Tidus. What are you talking about? Let's bring Kamari up to full health there. I'm gonna switch him out for Tidus. I'm gonna use just a basic physical here. It's not great, but it's fine. It's fine, everything's fine. Oh, not fine. Shoot, we lost Yuna. He generally doesn't go twice in a row, so the very fact that he did upsets me. Can you not be a brat for like 2 seconds? Okay, we need to move out. I'm hoping... Let me check the... we have plenty of time to pull back, so let's go ahead and...
Just a minute!
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to click through that. Let's go ahead and make sure we do that. I'm gonna go ahead and use another outbed potion here. Most useful right now across the party. He's gonna use that gravity attack again. Now the AP, I'm sorry, the overkill on this is going to be 24,000. We could potentially do that at this point, I think. I'm gonna do a little bit more damage with Waka and Lulu here. Nice. Nice. We could in fact actually use a summon here. I'm thinking, oh, Bahamut most definitely would be able to do it. Let's go ahead and let's get Bahamut and get that overkill. Trust me on this one. Our prize here for this particular battle is going to be an HP sphere, which I could use a duplicate of. And I think we can get that if we... Oh, he's out of range. Well, I didn't realize he was going to be out of range. Well, here's what we can do. We can just dismiss him. That's hilarious. For some reason, I did not expect Mega Flare to be out of range for this. Is that confusing of me? Okay, let's switch over to Waka, I guess. I'm gonna go ahead and just pray here.
Don't be falling now!
It's... I do, like I said, I want to get that overkill here, and Bahamut was is my best possible option here. Let's go ahead and let's mug this guy. Nice Mega Potion. This is gonna hurt. Okay, now let's go ahead and summon Bahamut. Criminy. Glad nothing, like I'm glad his overdrive doesn't fall. So, and he should be able to do 24,000, I think. Let's find out. Either way, it's gonna be fine because this part is gonna be done. Yes, I got the overkill, thank goodness. Oh, the overkill's only 10. I don't know what I was thinking, not 24. You get 24 if you do the overkill. 24,000 AP.
Everyone, hold on to something. Here we go.
Excuse you, what is that? Alright, yeah, so we get 24,000 AP, which is great news for us. We get 2 HP spheres, which is what I wanted.
Got it!
Couldn't have done it without you. All right. Everyone look sharp. Time to hit the other side.
Easy for you to say.
Okay, the other side is going to be the exact same battle, so we're just gonna go ahead and be injured pretty bad. Let's see here. Let's go actually have him move in here.
Serious inside.
Don't worry too much about that. I'm gonna go ahead and use an Al Bed Potion to bring all of us back up to some level of healed. We're gonna go ahead and have Waka just start his attacks. Not gonna do a lot of damage because we need to move in. It's fine. Let me switch over to Lulu here. Now this side's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be pretty. Actually, I was about to say it's almost the same. Let me go ahead and just use another Al Bed Potion here. This is why I have so many of them. He will attack a little bit more frequently, so it's important to note that as we go here, instead of being like every 5 hits, he will, I think it's every 3 or something like that, or every 4. And eventually, when we get to a certain level, he will be doing a lot more attacking, but we're not quite there yet, so let's go ahead and use Armor Break on this guy. Also, he can still use Negate, which he did not use the first time around, which is probably for the best. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to Kamari to start with. I actually think I want him to use... no, we're not gonna use an Al Bed Potion right this second. Yeah, it wasn't really worth it, but that's okay. Now it's worth it. Hell. Moving away actually may be a little bit better off, a little bit better right now, because he will have a less chance to actually attack when we are close up, or when we are further away. But it's fine. We need to move away. We need to move away. I really don't want to get hit with that attack. It's 75% of your current hit points. It's not helpful. Let's go ahead and use Riku to pull back here. Nice amount of damage there. Beautiful. Let's switch over to Yuna real quick here, because I think she's got Sensor. Okay, we're doing pretty good here. Let me switch over to Waka, I guess.
Hold on.
Now, we could overkill this guy, which I'm not going to probably do on this one, because I want to hold on to... Let's see, let's go ahead and move in here.
Closer! Go closer!
I want to hold on to my overdrive with Yuna. Should be okay, though. Nice amount of damage. Let's go ahead and switch over to Lulu here. Now, as we get closer to about 16,000 hit points on this guy, he's gonna be kind of a brat, and he's gonna start attacking regardless. It'll either be a special attack or it'll be this attack. Ow. Let's see here. Let's switch over to Yuna real quick. I'm gonna use Cure on... No, I'm gonna use an Al Bed Potion. Waka's taking a bit of damage there too.
Don't be falling now.
And just a heads up, We do have a phase 3, so keep an eye on your hit points. I'm gonna switch to Oron because he seems to be doing the most damage out of this. Okay, we're officially in danger zone for this, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna heal up. We need to take this guy out stat. Yeah, go ahead and use Tidus here because he does a lot of damage as well, but he is damaged. Oh, we should be, oh, we are right on it. Oh my gosh. I hope he gathers energy. That would be great right about now. Nope. We're okay. Oh, we're not okay. I lied to you. Dang it, Yuna. We have a huge problem here. I'm going to hope that Oron stays alive here. We need to pull back. The problem being, as you may have noticed, are we gonna have a chance to pull back here before he uses that? No. The good news is that takes out 75% of your health. We are in trouble. Like, we are in massive amounts of trouble. Let me get Riku in here. I'm gonna go ahead and do the pull back command. I'm going to use a Phoenix down on, let's do Yuna here. I can't believe that Sin, well, because he knows he's in danger, so that's why he's responding as he is. We'll be okay once we pull back. It's not gonna be great, and we're not gonna be able to get, we actually probably could have gotten the kill here, but Sin's gonna remain motionless. Thank goodness. You stay over there for a second. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to Waka. How many hit points does he have? Risky. Let's go ahead and just use a Phoenix down on Tidus there. Don't you dare kill me right now. I am busy. Let's go ahead and bring us all back to life. Whew, we are good. All right. He might be able to get this. Did we get it? He did, okay. No overkill, but I'm not worried about it.
Hey, go! Yuna!
Enough of your nonsense.
Where next?
Deko-chan.
Fred? Farija umo pakia.
Pidra shike. Dek nuga.
You broke the gun.
The Dridlitpa.
Alright, so we get a ton of AP from that. And a steel blade, apparently. Nice.
The main gun's busted!
How do you know that?
Hey, all right, back inside. Time for another plan.
No. We're going in. Every blitzer knows. When you got the ball, you gotta score!
A day with you is never dull.
Hi, Lulu. What are you doing? Where are you going?
Star players first!
Where is she? I know, I'm guessing that we're supposed to be above Sin, but it really was just like, yeet yourself off of the ship. How did Lulu land last there? Okay. Battle number 3! Yay! This one's a bit of a pain, and this is actually why I brought the darkness stuff. Why I specifically wanted it on Oron. Okay, so first things first, I'm gonna switch over to Oron. Ooh, he's not doing too well. He'll be fine. I want him to use Armor Break on the Sinspawn here. I really do need him to stay. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go ahead and use Kiraga on him though, because we need to bring him all the way back up. Let's see Let's just go ahead and attack this guy. Should be okay. So he's gonna turn himself into a turtle because he's a jerk. And the core in the back is actually now going to be casting gravity, which is not gonna be useful. Okay, hang on. Stop that for a second. I want to... I don't think this will work. A delay buster doesn't work on the guy in front, unfortunately. And here's what's gonna happen when we hit him. Yeah. So, what we can do, though, is actually start to hit that guy. But this guy in the front is going to be using Psy, which is not useful, let me tell you. And you can't really dodge it or anything, so that's not helpful. I'm gonna switch over to Lulu real quick here. Let me use, there we go. Let me use Blizzaga. We want to get rid of the guy in the front. But he's gonna be using that gravity attack, which is not great. The combination of that and Psy is also not great. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use Armor Break on this guy. I'm really hoping that this... I don't think we got it. That's okay. I'd like to get rid of both of them, but this Psy is obnoxious. As of right now, okay, that's gonna be bad. I'm gonna switch, thanks Lulu. I'm gonna switch to Lulu with Riku right now, and I'm going to pair up these Albed. I don't think this guy can use negation, so actually what would probably be really, really useful here is to have you use Haste-Ga, because that will actually get us moving. One of the big issues right now is that we ain't moving. I need Oron to work with me. Actually, I don't know if Armor Break's even necessary on this guy. Yes, it is. It's okay. Except for we did get... Oron has darkness on him, which I do want to get rid of. Let's see here. Let me switch over to... switch over to Lulu real quick here. I don't know if this is gonna hit. That's the problem with the darkness. We're gonna try. Nice hit there. Let's see here. Let me use Cheer here for Oron. Oron in specific. It's okay. We'll be able to heal here in a second. This particular battle is a pain because I have no real good ideas on how to defeat this guy up front. There's the overkill though, so it don't matter. So that thing should die, thank you. Now the core in the back there is not such a big deal. And at this point, I'm gonna switch over to Yuna real quick here. I'd like to heal and at least keep my party looking a little better than this. But let's talk about what this guy does now that we are through this. Oh, he actually didn't counter. I'm impressed. We'll just use Kira on Lulu. It's gonna continue to use that gravity attack, which is a real pain. I'm gonna switch over to Riku. This guy We can mug this guy. Oh, except for couldn't steal anything. That's fine. Let's go ahead and get everybody some damage in here. That wasn't enough. He can now start to counter with, as you may have noticed, various attacks. Okay, that's what I wanted to show off. Let's go ahead and use... Okay, he's got armor break. Armor break's really not gonna do much here, so let's just go ahead and go all out. He can also use negate. I was trying to remember if he could or not, and yes, he can. Okay, how are we doing for damage? Not great. We'll be okay here, even if he does counter. That's nice. Let me switch over to Riku here. That's where that damage break comes in. I think the cap is 9,999 until, well, until it's not. Don't counter. Okay, he's gonna counter. Are we gonna be okay? Nope, he just went down because what the hell is new with that? I wasn't able to get a heal in on him, so that would be the problem. Okay, now the question is, let me see, can we see where we're at here? I don't want to use Yuna here. So this guy drops an MP sphere if we overkill him. So I think what I want to do is I'm gonna go ahead and summon in... yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Grand Summon here, and I'm gonna use... we might as well just use Bahamut. Sure. And we're gonna go ahead and just use Mega Flare in order to get the overkill, because I would like some additional items from this guy. Thank you, please. I think his overkill is still 10,000. No, the overkill is only 3,000, so we could have probably gotten it, but I wanted to make sure that we absolutely got it. Did we win? Oh, we're going down apparently. I don't know what the blue... is it? It's not blood. Okay, so we got a ton of AP for that. Beautiful. Look at that. Good.
Petra, het lid pamejage Fredeka.
Pamejage het ku. Droja twad. Edek ribahek.
Hey, we're back in here.
Aklama.
It's going to come back, isn't it?
I know.
What? You're kidding me.
No, we have to beat the guy inside Sin.
The Crusaders would be out of a job if it was this easy, huh?
But it has weakened. I'm sure of it.
Yeah! We're winning!
All right, I'll do what I can with the main gun.
Okay. So at this point, we are good to save. I would highly suggest leveling up at this point. We've been going on way too long for today's episode, so I will see you next time. I'm gonna level up. As you can see, we can't really go anywhere right now, but we've got one more battle to do, so I will see you guys then.